Top 10 alcohol consuming countries in Africa. Alcohol is one of the most consumed substances in the world, and Africa is not left behind in the daily consumption. In many African countries, people do not always wake up to Saturday morning the same. Some get up really sober, while some get up really hungover because of too much alcohol consumption at night. Among the 54 nations in the continent, we have narrowed the exploration to the top 10 African countries, looking into the brands and percentages of alcohol they consume. But before we move on, if you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Botswana, 5.98 liters per year. Among the alcohol consumption in Botswana, 42% is from the other category, but it's beer consumption which is even higher, making up 57% of the total. This may be due to the high consumption of Botswana's national beer, St. Louis, which is very cheap and readily available. Though many people say that St. Louis is worse than the cheapest light beers found elsewhere in the world, thus many at times opt for beer imported from nearby South Africa or Namibia instead, which firmly solidifies its spot amongst the elite 10 biggest alcohol drinking countries in Africa. 9. Tanzania, 6.20 liters per year. In Tanzania, 11% of alcohol consumption comes from beer and only 0.2% comes from wine. Spirits account for 1.8% and 87% of alcohol consumption is from other types of alcohol. Tanzanians are well known to create moonshine, a very traditional kind of alcoholic drink, which the local population tend to indulge more often. Since virtually half the population live below $1 a day, and the moonshine alternatives are way cheaper. Number 8. Angola, 6.20 liters per year. In Angola, beer makes up 64.3% of alcohol consumption and wine makes up 13.7%, while 17.4% comes from spirits and 4.7% from other types of alcohol. Angolans make several homemade spirits such as Capatica, made from bananas, Caporoto, made from maize, and Maluva, sometimes called palm wine. Number 7. Burundi, 6.32 liters per year. Drinkers in Burundi overwhelmingly prefer other drinks which make up 81% of consumption. Beer by comparison makes up 19% and wine and spirits barely make a showing. The most famous drink in Burundi is Urwawa or banana wine, often produced according to a traditional method, fermenting mashed bananas in a hole on the ground lined with dried banana leaves that are set on fire and consumed mostly during festivals and special occasions. Number 6. Sierra Leone, 6.74 liters per year. While just 7% of Sierra Leone's alcohol consumption comes from beer, the national brewer Sierra Leone Breweries Limited is responsible for producing the popular Star beer that is widely consumed. Bird, it is Poyo, a local brewed palm wine that is the nation's favorite adult beverage. It can be drunk directly from the tree or fermented a bit longer for a stronger fix. Number 5. Rwanda, 7.12 liters per year. Unlike most African countries, just 8% of alcohol consumption comes from beer in Rwanda. Despite the favored Tuborg King, Primus and Amstel brands being widely available, the other 92% is essentially from homemade drinks like the banana beer, Ugwagwa, and also the fermented honey drink, Ubuki. Ikigage, made of dry sorghum, is additionally common in Rwanda. 4. South Africa, 7.77 liters per year. In such a major wine-producing country, it is somewhat surprising to learn that wine is not the preferred beverage choice of South Africans. Beer rules in South Africa with 56% of alcohol consumption, while 17%, 16% and 11% are wine, spirits and other respectively. The most popular beer brands are Castle and Black Label, but the country's extensive vineyards in Stellenbosch and the Western Cape produce some of the world's most popular wines. 3. Uganda, 8.33 liters per year. Ahead of the pack by a long shot is Uganda with 8.33 liters of alcohol consumed each year. Just 4% of consumption comes from beer and 2% from wine, with the other category a resounding winner at 94% of consumption. The generic term for domestically distilled beverages in Uganda is the famous Ugandan Waragi, which contains around 42% of alcohol, making it one of the most alcoholic spirits in the world. But this can cover a wide variety of drinks, Bombay and Lubisi, or locally made banana or millet beer, Tonto, a traditionally fermented drink made from bananas, banana wine, and many more. 2. Nigeria, 8.90 liters per year. In 2022, Nigeria comes second in Africa for alcohol consumption. This is by the virtue of the population, which technically results in higher volume and liters consumed per year. Beer makes up just 16% of alcohol consumption in Nigeria, while other drinks make up 84% due to the high popularity of some brewed beverages. However, Religious lawmakers are making it more difficult and expensive to produce and sell alcohol in the country. Known as Nigeria's homebrew, ogogoro is an extremely alcoholic drink. It has about 30% to 60% ethyl alcohol content, depending on how it is made, and is produced from the juice of raffia palm trees. Also, some Nigerians have the famous palm wine, especially in the east of the country. Palm wine is simply the natural alcohol and is also found in other parts of West and Central Africa. Number 1. Gabon, 9.01 liters per year. Gabon takes the first position for highest alcohol consuming countries in Africa. The favored alcoholic drink of choice for the people of Gabon is beer. While 10% and 22% of alcohol consumption in Gabon comes from wine and spirits respectively, 68% comes from beer. The cheapest and most popular beer in Gabon is Regab, costing from $0.70 to $2, and the lack of tax on any alcoholic beverages makes it easy to import from abroad. In fact, Gabon is a dream nation for all alcohol aficionados because it has the cheapest priced alcoholic beverages in Africa and only second to the Russian Federation in the world. Thanks for watching, and this concludes our coverage of the top 10 alcohol consuming countries in Africa. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment and also share it with your friends.